Good morning, my loves. Happy Wednesday. We have made it halfway through the week. It's about quarter till 5, I guess. It's still dark, of course. Well, I guess it's starting to lighten up a little bit out there, just a little bit. Sun will be up soon. Good topic today. Oh my gosh, this is a keeper. This is one of those must watch, must share moments. We're talking about forgiving and forgetting. Good topic. Good topic. So, what brings this to mind? I spoke to someone yesterday on the way home from work, someone that I hadn't talked to. Well, I talked to them fairly recently, but before that, I hadn't talked to them for years. Someone that we just don't have anything in common. We just very rarely speak. And several years ago, one of the last times that we spoke several years ago, I was pissed. I am a natural redhead, and yes, I do have that temper. I am never violent, but trust me, my words can cut to the bone. And I said some very hurtful things to this person, very hurtful. At the time, I was going through a lot of really sad, horrific things that did involve this person. And I lashed out and I said some very, very hurtful things. And that was the end of it. Because once I speak my mind, I'm done. That's it. I walk away. Best of luck to you and yours. So let's fast forward to yesterday. And I was speaking to this person, and they brought up what was said. They had reached out, and they brought up what was said. And I could have made excuses. I could have ignored it. I could have said, well, you brought it on yourself. But I didn't. I didn't, because I don't believe in that. I do practice what I preach. I said, I was horrible, and I am very sorry. I should not have taken my emotions out on you. I should not have projected that on you. Yes, you were involved in this, but I had no right to say what I said. And I sincerely apologize for coming at you the way I did, for what I said, how I hurt you. Please accept my apology. And they said, oh, you don't even need to apologize. Well, I did. For me, because for me, that is making myself accountable, being responsible for my own actions, what I said, inactions, attitudes, behaviors, and the consequences. Now, the relationship had been trash forever and a day. It's, who knows what's going to go forward. I don't think we're going to be besties or anything, but I still had no right to behave like that. And I did the right thing by apologizing. Now, they said they forgave me a long time ago. Let us talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean you accept what they did to you. It means that you are no longer going to allow that action to adversely affect you, your life, your thought process. That you are not going to allow it the energy to hurt you. I love that. That's forgiveness, and in my opinion, when someone hurts you, like I did this person. Now, this is going to surprise you that I'm saying this. Yes, I hurt them. I did. I hurt their feelings very deeply. And they forgave me, which is lovely, and I thank them for that. Do I want them to forget what I did? No. No. And they've known me many, many years. They know my boundaries. They know my limits. That's something to remember. When someone hurts you, when somebody does anything to you, I do not want you to forget the act. There's a difference between forgetting and forgiving. When people have hurt me, and there's a lot of people throughout my almost 66 years who have done horrific things to me, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, horrific things. I have forgiven probably 98% because it's not worth my time and energy. They aren't worth my time and energy. Fine. I forgive you. Great. Go about your business. Have a happy life. Best of luck to you and yours. Will I forget what they did to me? Oh, hell no. No. Will I ever trust them again? No. Hell no. So there is a difference between forgiveness and forgetting. Never forget the life lesson. Never forget what they did to you, how they did it, why they did it, the motivation. Whether that was anger, lashing out because they had cancer, lashing out because they were hurt. Remember what they did. Remember, they have that potential to act out. They have the potential to say horrible things to you. Never forget that. That's a life lesson. But it's up to you to forgive it. Is it worth your time and energy? Yeah, probably not. No. Things my ex did to me? Please. Please. Is it worth worrying about all these years later? Yeah, no. Do I forgive him? Yeah, I do. Because he was dealing with bipolar issues. He was dealing with addiction, a lot of core wounds, serious core wounds. Will he ever apologize? No. He's not capable. He's a total and complete sociopath narcissist. It's just not going to happen. It's not who he is, and that's fine. But I can let it go. I let it go a long time ago. He's not worth my time and energy. Dwelling on the horrible things he did to me, not worth my time and energy. Will I forget what he did? Are you kidding me? Never forget. Will I ever trust him again? Never. Will I ever allow him back in my life? Never. Never. But I can forgive what he did. Yeah. Most things that people have done to me, I can just, hey, it's not worth my time and energy. Let it go. I do know people that will hang on to anger and bitterness like it's a lifeline. Why? Why hang on to that negativity when you can let it go and just stop giving it your energy? You will feel so much better if you just let it go. Let it go. Stop dwelling on it. Stop dwelling on the negativity. Do not forget what they did. But you can let go of the hurt. Because holding on to that hurt and that anger, you're just poisoning yourself. You're not hurting them. You're hurting you. You're hurting your heart, your soul, your life, and the lives of people around you. Because I do know people that are so engulfed in anger and bitterness and hate that people around them don't even want to be around them. It has nothing to do with them. They're angry at an act that happened to them. Maybe someone, took somebody's life, shot somebody or stabbed somebody or whatever, and they're mad about that. Maybe it was a custody issue, a divorce issue, a breakup issue. And 30, 40 years later, they're still mad about this. Who are they hurting? Are they hurting that person? No, that person's moved on. They can't. Well, they can. They choose not to. It's a choice. Honey, you're worthy of happiness. You're worthy of letting go of all of that anger and that hurt and that resentment. But the choice is yours. Just let it go. Fine, I forgive it. I let it go. I'm not going to forget it, but I'm going to forgive it. A good example, the easiest, is somebody borrows money from you and they fail to pay you back. How often does that happen? You can forgive the debt, right? Say, I knew they weren't going to pay me. Or, no, I don't, no, keep your money. You needed it more than I do. That's forgiving the debt. You can forgive that. Should you ever forget that they borrowed money and didn't pay you back? No, because now you know never to loan them money again. But you can forgive the act. Just something to think about. Now this goes back 47 years when I lost my daughter. I lost my daughter because my ex, I've been married more than once. My first husband, at the time I was 18. Initially, he wanted the baby. We'd been married and we were excited. And then he decided he didn't want to be married anymore. He sure didn't want a child, and he beat the holy hell out of me. I was about 5 months pregnant. He repeatedly kicked me in the stomach until the placenta separated. I started bleeding. I made it to the hospital, and my daughter died. Yeah. Is he sorry? Probably not. He immediately left the state. He's a coward. And I have a lot of other choice words. I was so angry for so long. But it's not worth my energy. That's between him and God. Yeah. Let God deal with it, not me. Yep. Can I forgive what he did? Yeah, I can. He was relatively young. He was 28 at the time. I was 18. He had a drug problem that I didn't know about at the time. He was messing around with a lot of other women that I didn't know at the time. He wanted out of the marriage and didn't know. All you had to do was say, I want out of the marriage. Okay. And all of this at the expense of a beautiful little girl. I was so angry and so hurt. But I can let it go. I am not going to hold on to that anger and bitterness my entire life. He is not worth my time and energy. My daughter, I think of Claire every single day. Every Valentine's Day, I think of her. It's the day I lost her. So I think of her every Valentine's Day. But he's not worth my time and energy. Let it go. Would I ever forget what happened? Oh, hell no. No way. But if I can let something like that go, maybe it will inspire you to let some things go. Is holding on to that anger and that hate and that resentment worth it? It's not hurting them, it's hurting you. It's hurting your soul. It's dimming your light in your life. It's affecting the relationships of those around you that you do love and you want to be close to. Just think about it. There's a difference between forgiving and forgetting. Never forget the life lesson. But please let go of the anger and the hate, because you're worthy of love and happiness and joy. Just think about it, okay?